Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. It's the brother Kadash Ayash from the city Indianapolis camp. We're going to start out by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kadash. Double honors the apostles and elders of great mills, know who rule and teach well. In peace and salutation to your brothers, pushing this truth week in, week out, in sincerity, charity, and love, and the spirit of Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm just going to scan through a couple articles just to show you that this world is really at war. You know what the scriptures talked about. You know, we at war. These earthquakes are pumping up all over the place. All right, this devil is really getting it going. You know, we all know why. You know, so I'm going through a couple of articles. It says Iran strikes tankers under the escort of Hamas Straits in Trump's gathering cabinet. It says Iran claimed responsibility for striking two oil tankers attempting to transit the Straits of Hamas under the United States military escort. You know, that's just a part of one of the things that's going on, man. You know, they slowing down the oil tankers. You know, price of gas is going up. I mean, we're in the end, man. You know, look at scripture. Look what the thing says: wars and rumors of wars. Okay, Salakia. All right. It's it's more too. You know, you get here's another one. All right, it says Saudi Arabia preparing offense against the Houthis. The Houthis. It says Saudi Arabia preparing a sea impossible land offense against the Houthis. All right, so these people are constantly, just war just going on everywhere, man. You know. It says, here's another one. It says fighter jets scrambling as Russia's missile strikes field in Poland. All right. Fears of all-out war as Russia's missile explode in Poland. You know, this place is totally under war. And look, these devils are scrambling too, man. All right. Because they're not going to be able to keep up with this war, as you can see. It says shrinking stockpiles as Pentagon scrambles for weapons as war in Iran. It says, according to a report from Washington Post, the Defense Department is placing a major bet on Silicon Valley startup to help. Okay, so these places, there's another one. The Middle East faces expanding war against Iran and U.S. region attacks. You know, so this war is jumping off, man. You know, everywhere. You know, war is jumping off everywhere. It says two ships has been struck in an apparent drone strikes by Egypt's port. All right, so this thing is getting worse and worse, man. You know, these things are jumping off worse and worse, man. Okay, this place is at war, man. You know. But the scriptures have spoken these things, man. All right. You know, of the war and things to come and how these wars will jump off, man. All right. And these earthquakes. You know, you had a big earthquake that just happened over there in Japan. All right. Also in China. All right. You have earthquakes that are jumping off all over the world. You know, but these are the prophecies of which the scriptures had told us, man. You know. The scriptures have told us about these things happening, you know, and they're actually happening, you know, right now before our faces, man. You can't tell me that this word is not true, okay? Because we see all of these things actually happening. All right, so I'm gonna bring out a few precepts, Lord willing, and be edifying. All right, this is Matthew. This is Matthew 24. And Salakia for the dog in the back. This is Matthew 24 and 6. And you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. All right, and that's what you're hearing wars and you're seeing the wars jumping off. All right, you're hearing the rumors of the wars. You're hearing people preparing for war all over the world, man. That's what's going on right now. All right. See that you not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Yeah, all these things are going to happen, but the end is not yet because of what? All right, because we still have that great prophecy that has to come forth. With Esau pushing what? His microchip, man. All right, Esau still has to push that microchip. That is a heavy prophecy that has to come forth first. Okay, and that devil's gonna try to push that, man. Okay, but these devils are just like ancient Rome. And I'll get into that in a second. It says, "For nation shall rise up against nation, and kingdom against kingdoms," and you see that going on, man. You know, look at all those different mini wars that I was just going into with different countries, and they're rising up against each other, man, ready to fight, ready to destroy each other. It said, "Kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places." All right, and you see all those things going on, man. Like I said, you see all these big earthquakes that's happening all around the world. All right, they're still searching for people after some of those earthquakes that's happened, man. Okay, they're still looking for some of those people, man. It said, "All these are the beginning of sorrows." So this is just the beginning of sorrows. It really heated up all the way 100% yet. These are just the beginning of sorrows. Things are going to get worse out here, man. Okay? Things are going to get worse. So you're gonna need Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai these last evil days, man. There's no way around it. Okay, this is where was I going? This is Salakia. This is Habakkuk 2. This is Habakkuk 2 and 5. This is what I was saying about that devil. He want to be everywhere. He want to control everything, man. He wants to be the ultimate ruler, per se. This is Habakkuk. That's why he's all over the world fighting. That's why you see everywhere you go, it's a military base. This is Habakkuk 2 and 5. He also, because he transgressed by wine, he is proud, man. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and they'll say what he needs to keep it at home. That's why he's everywhere having war with everybody, trying to take over everything from everybody, man. All right, you want to be in control of everything. All right, desire as hell is as death. It cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. You want to be in control, man. All right, that's why you see these wars, things jumping out, because this devil want to be totally in control of everything, man. All right, he wants to have that control of everything. Look where he's at. He went to Iraq. He went over there, took control over there. Now he's in Iran. All right. He just wants to be everything. He's always been the bully. He's always been the one to be in control of everything, man. Be in rulership over everything. At the end of the day, this devil is going to push that ultimate chip that he can be in total control. This is and the reason he's doing all these things is because of this right here. This is Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and to the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So he's trying to get everything he can do. He's trying to rule and conquer everything as much as he can, so he can push his narrative, because he had but a short time. That his rulership is fallen, his rulership is over, but he's going to try to push everything he can All right, because he still knows his time is up. You can see this place falling, but he's going to continue to try to push his narrative, push his American philosophy on everybody, and try to be in rulership over everybody as much as he can. All right, because what? His time is over. All right, but these wars are jumping off, man. But the end is not yet. You know, but these things are going to get worse and worse. You're going to see what's going to happen here, aka Babylon. Aka Babylon is going to be not the white picket fences you was once taught. You know, that dream is over with. You know, with that, I'm gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, the awesome apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to you brothers pushing this truth week in, week out in sincerity, charity, and love in the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. With that, Shalom.